more time.
Oh,
Forget it.
European.
Okay.
All right. So from the fear of not feeling good enough to selling $300,000 worth of products online. Now, let's rewind it back a bit. When I first got into sales, I came from a chefing background. I was a yacht chef, much like you see on Below Deck, a little bit different to the show, but I had absolutely no idea what I was doing when it came to sales. But I had a dream of more time freedom, more choice, and I no longer desired to live in a bunk bed cabin. So when I got into sales, I started selling shakes, supplements, my own little coaching package that I created on the fly. And I did what I thought I was supposed to do. I really focused on the skill set around sales. I focused on pre-qualifying my leads. I focused on handling objections. I focused on closing the sale. And I got some great results, don't get me wrong. But I realized I was missing a couple of really important pillars. So about 5 years into my selling journey, I'd created some success. I started to get a little bit more time freedom off yachts. I started to live a life on land, which was very, very exciting for me, coming from a yacht perspective. I started to realize these limiting beliefs come up. I started to notice myself telling myself things like, salespeople are sleazy, salespeople are pushy. Who am I to do sales, and who's really going to buy from me? And it's very interesting that we can get ourselves to a certain limit, but then the beliefs come up. Now, I did affirmations. I said till I was blue in the face, I'm great at sales. Everyone wants to buy from me, hyping myself up in the mirror. And I'd get a really great sugar high from doing that. But then I'd come crashing down. And I'm sure I'm not the only person in the room that's done affirmation after affirmation, gotten, a bit of a sugar high, maybe created some kind of success, but then, it comes crashing down. So I learned about a few different really cool modalities. One was quantum healing, and the most life-changing one for me was timeline therapy. This is when I learned that I needed to get to the root cause of I'm not good enough, sales are pushy, salespeople are annoying. So I did that work. I found a coach, I did timeline therapy, and it was really interesting and a little bit funny is that belief around salespeople are pushy came from when I was 8 years old. We were sitting at the family dinner table back in New Zealand, 6 p.m., normal family dinner time. The phone rang, saw my mum go answer the phone. She picked it up. She put it back down. She came back into the dining room table area with kind of like this annoyed look on her face. And she was like, oh, another bloody salesperson. And I subconsciously anchored in that belief. And that stopped me from selling, and it stopped me from creating the results I desired and the impact I desired, most importantly, because for me, it's all about the impact. Now, I've since become qualified as an NTT coach practitioner, a quantum healing practitioner, but I thought I had it made. I thought I had it dialed in. I had the beliefs, I had the posture, I had the confidence, I had the skill set. Then about 3 years ago, I started selling more higher end ticket products for another coach. It was more around the $18,000, $80,000 per sale. Now, of course, this needs a different level of confidence and posture. And I found myself after 12 weeks of selling those programs, I bombed at every single sales call. And after 12 weeks, I thought this is just not right. So I did a little typical entrepreneur plan, do, review. And I thought, what am I doing different? What is happening? I've got the skill set, I've got the beliefs. So when I looked back, I realized there was one pillar I was missing alongside sales skill set and rewiring my beliefs, and this was my energetics. What I realized is that I was going on to every sales call for those high-ticket products, and I was telling myself that people couldn't afford what I was about to sell them. I was telling myself things like, the sales call is going to be a waste of time for me. And can you imagine what sort of energy I was bringing onto those calls? It's no wonder I didn't close a damn thing for 12 weeks. So When I got clear on this, I knew that I could make a decision. I could choose to hop onto those sales calls knowing it was done. I could come on with confidence, posture, and unshakable belief. And then 12 weeks later, and it's wild that it was 12 and 12. 12 weeks later, I closed $300,000 worth of products. So my invitation to you is, yes, as entrepreneurs, we can nail the skill set, we can nail our beliefs, but I invite you, the next time you hop onto a sales call, hop on with unshakable confidence that a sale is done. Have your sales page ready, have your Stripe link ready, whatever you need. And I promise you, you are going to notice a difference in the way you're creating income and impact in this world. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
DK, that was good. That was so much fun.
So good. Look, would you like a selfie with the audience?
Oh, I don't have my camera.
Gonna come prepared?